Teamwork.
Hey, I'm nervous. I don't know why.
Spotlight News on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Spotlight News.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to a brand new episode. Episode 8. Spotlight News. Third season, man. This is getting pretty epic over here. Usual crowd is here. I'm your host, Jamal. Got my man Keenan Wright to my left. Courtney Pope. Frank Gennaro. This news that gives you... This is the show. Why do I keep fucking that up?
Okay.
This is the show that gives you the hottest news in music, sports, and entertainment, and sports entertainment too. As you know, last week we changed the format of the show around, where we all went around and talked about 3 topics of our interest. Well, 3 topics that caught our interest. Mm-hmm. So let's start with the circle. Start with Frank.
Next week will be the release of Fast and Furious 7, and from what I heard, advanced ticket sales are sold out. Mm-hmm. And also, they're possibly thinking of expanding the franchise, even though Paul Walker is gone, may he rest in peace. They're thinking of retiring the character in the movie instead of killing him off.
Oh, just like having him just like leave, like a send off.
Yeah, like they did have his twin brothers. I think one of them is Caleb. I forgot. I don't know his other brother's name. Mm-hmm. They had him doing some scenes, like not close-up scenes, but like far-away scenes when they're in the car. But I want to see how they're gonna send off Paul, though. Yeah. But other than that, they said advanced screenings. Though they said it was one of the best Fast and Furious movies in a long time. It was a proper send-off for Paul Walker.
Mm. I can't wait to see.
I know, right?
Yeah,
Got me a little hype.
I remember I told you about the we could have had a chance to interview Tyrese, and I sent in all the paperwork because he said he was doing like a free press day, like just tell him who you are, what you represent, what audience you're trying to reach, and where are you. So I sent everything in. I said we're trying to reach college students in Orange County, and get a reply back. But I feel like it would have been pretty dope to be able to talk to Tyrese, and it probably would have been around this time. We could have had him on the phone giving interviews, asking him questions about Fast 7. That would have been dope.
Yeah. Like the production process, and how it was when they lost Paul.
Yeah, I know it was tough on him. I mean, I'm sure it was tough on everybody.
It was tough on everybody.
Especially on Vin. Oh, and speaking of that, Vin Diesel had his 3rd daughter, and he named her after Paul. He named her Pauline.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say if he named her Paul, then
that's dope. They like a family though. They've been doing it for years.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Since 2003, right?
2002, like 13, 14 years. Yeah. They've been together.
Wow.
As a family.
I don't know. I feel like it's not gonna be the same though if they just have, even though like they wanna, he's gone, But I feel like them to keep remaking it is money, but at the same time, everybody's gonna be like, Paul Walker was Fast and Furious, he was like in the start of it. So I think it's gonna be different to kind of watch. But I'm interested to see how they're gonna finish it off.
It's gonna be interesting to see what they do with that.
To me, it was always like Paul Walker was that like suave, real cool dude who can win. Like you root for him. As if Vin Diesel was more of that like man, like you said, manly man type guy who's like, he brung the force. And I don't know, it went well together, those two. Yeah. So that's gonna be missed by me.
Paul was a cop, but
yeah, I was about to mention that in Fast and Furious he ended up becoming a cop.
Pretty much the only cop I probably like.
Yeah. What is The Rock in that? Is he in
He's still in there. He's
he's like a detective though, isn't
or
he?
Dwayne Johnson, I should say.
Dwayne Johnson.
He's like some type of like special ops.
Yeah, from what I heard, he gets his ass handed to him.
Jason Statham,
Yeah.
Should be interesting. I'm gonna go watch it.
Yeah, I know.
So you, Courtney, dog.
Courtney.
Me, well, I'm gossip lady, but I was looking on Instagram this weekend and I see they were talking about Bow Wow and Erica Mena got hitched. Erica Mena from Love and Hip Hop. And I know I know they were engaged or whatever, but rumor has it that they got married because I guess Bow Wow made a Facebook post about something about this is basically somebody said like it kind of sounds like as if he made her, like he was kind of like talking as if like he started or helped her get where she was at and this and that, but like as far as I can remember they only been talking for like a couple months or something. So I don't know, it's kind of weird. We'll see how if they did get married, kudos to them. But
fun fact. Not a lot of people know this, but she did used to work for the Kardashians.
Really? Oh wow.
She used to work at Dash.
Oh wow.
That's crazy.
And the only reason I remember this is because okay, lately I've been watching like Kardashian in the morning.
Hey,
before I
nothing
go
wrong
to
with that.
school.
It's like the
I
fourth
watch it.
such thing Jamal didn't watch
What were the other
over the
three?
time that I've met him.
What were the other three?
I don't remember. You watch some interesting stuff. You watch Real Housewives of what?
Okay, who don't?
Me?
Atlanta?
I think it was a different one too. Or
Housewives
maybe it was
of New
Atlanta.
Jersey.
Beverly
that's it.
Hills, Orange County. There's a
I
bunch
watch
of
Orange
them.
County sometimes.
Yeah, that's I
The
think
with the
that's
white
on
girls.
Vegas.
Yeah, I like that one
But
too.
Anyway, yeah, she used to work. Yeah, she was on like a couple episodes.
Oh,
Like,
wow,
she was
that's
like,
crazy.
Chloe wanted to fire her or something. It was some crazy
Fight
shit.
her?
Fire.
Oh, fire. Okay, I was
She
like,
always
wow.
showed up late. She
Dang.
never really did anything.
Well,
So,
damn.
Hashtag never forget Erica Miller.
Yeah.
Where you came from.
Never forget where you came from. Nah, but I really like Bow Wow and her relationship. I remember I really only seen them together once, and they were in the car, and like they looked like they were having a great time. They looked like they were a match made in heaven. He looked happy. She looked happy. Well, I think she was a little
posted
drunk.
them on Instagram a lot.
Yeah, I think she was a little drunk in the video that I saw. But yeah, they look happy, so I'm happy for them, and I wish them the best.
Mhm.
Have you watched the show? CSI Cyber?
No, I haven't seen it
What's
yet.
about?
It doesn't even look that exciting.
That interesting. He promoted it a lot, but yeah, I haven't taken a look at it.
It doesn't even look that good.
CSI Cyber.
Yeah.
Cypher, yeah.
It's about like computer hackers. Like they chase like computer criminals.
And he gave up music for that.
He gave up 106 in Park for that.
Oh yeah.
He
okay.
wanted to go into the whole
Or
acting
did
thing.
106 in Park give up on him.
Wait, do they? They don't do.
They don't
106.
exist anymore. It ended in December.
Yeah, I remember. I'm going to New York soon, and I'm kind of upset that I won't.
I've been to some of the tapings that they had in LA.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, they have that in LA.
I've been in like 2 or 3 of them. They had the BT Experience
Oh.
last
yeah,
year.
yeah,
I've been
man.
2 years in a row, and then they had the
Whenever
taping.
BT comes out that, yeah, whenever BT comes out that way, they'll do like some 106 in Park.
Got you. Ain't the same.
I know, right?
Yeah, I don't even know if I watch BT that much. To be
Oh, I
honest.
love
I don't
BT.
anymore as much as I used to.
Yeah, they don't have as good of shows as they used to. But the
Exactly.
thing, like, if you like me, I like watching reruns and stuff. Like, I don't know. I like
Throwback shows.
being able to know what the hell I'm about to watch and what parts I'm about to laugh at, you know? So when they show, like, Fresh Prince, My Wife and Kids, The Wayne
Yeah.
Bros, like, I'm cool with it.
They show the game a lot.
Yeah, they do.
I
They
feel
do.
like I
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you
yeah,
haven't
yeah.
been catching up on the game?
No.
Oh my God,
I
the
probably
game.
stopped, what,
It's
after,
actually
like,
getting good.
after like Derwin like left the Sharks. Like,
That was,
he got
yeah,
traded.
that was my
I
favorite.
stopped watching after that.
Bro, it's getting good. You know Blue, right?
Yeah.
And he's going out with Kira. I think that's her
Lauren
name.
London,
Yeah,
yeah,
Lauren
Kira.
London. And Malik and
Her messing with each other.
messing around with each other now. And Jason Pitts is
Left
the
shirt
new
man,
head
yeah.
coach of
The Sabres?
the Sabres. And Kelly, which is his ex-wife, they're seeing each other now because he got rid of Chardonnay. And at the end of this season, Chardonnay said she about to come and what was her exact words? I'm about to go F some.
San Diego up or something. She
Said I'm going back to San Diego to something.
But
She
she
gonna
knows
cause some trouble in
something.
this
Yeah,
next
something's about to
season.
happen. I did see that for the season finale.
So it's interesting. It's not like it's just weak no more. But I'll tell you what is weak since we're talking about BET show. I hate Mary Jane now. Like, or
Really?
being Mary Jane.
Never seen
It's,
it.
I don't know.
I've only seen the movie.
Okay, well, I guess it's like for chicks or whatever. But it's just ever since the guy from this Now with Power. You remember him? I forgot his name.
He's on the show Power?
Yeah, he's light-skinned dude with the beard.
I know he's on the
Yeah, I don't know his name, but ever since he left being Mary Jane, it's kind of blah. Like I don't get where they're going with that storyline. Like she's pregnant or she's not pregnant. The dude gonna stay with her. It's just
True, yeah. I've watched a couple episodes too, and I can't really get into it this season. It's just, I don't know. I can't really catch on to
So
it.
is that a show I shouldn't watch on BT?
I wouldn't recommend it.
Not
I mean,
anymore.
unless
The
you're
first
a chick
season was
struggling
good.
with
It was really good.
pregnancy. Yeah, maybe.
So
And she looks different too. Like, I don't know if she's aging, but like Gabrielle Union, she doesn't look the same on that show.
don't tell me that.
She's still beautiful, bro.
No, she is,
still-
but
it's
no,
just-
like,
I don't know. Maybe it's because that's what she's supposed to look like because she is
Okay.
going through a lot, you know. But she's still 60, bro. Don't- That's 60. Almost there. Almost there.
Because you scared me a little bit. So that was your...
That was hers.
Oh, that was hers.
yeah.
Hers.
What about,
Mine's. Yeah, okay, could we stay on hers just real quick since we're all right, 'cause I mean we might as well, right? Real quick. Did anybody see Empire finale?
Yes. was
Like, we're gonna be on TV. We might as well just
I
keep that
can't-
right there. Let's talk about that. Like, I really enjoyed it. Like, they gave the fans what they want. They could, an hour is too short. Hour is too short. They finally made it 2 hours long, and it felt like 30 minutes still. It was that good.
For
Like,
real, it really
the
was.
plot twist with what's his name? Lucius X dating or having sex with
With his son?
yeah.
Yes,
all
that was wild. That was wild.
It's just crazy plot lines, plot twists. He don't actually have ALS.
You got something else.
Yeah.
And then, what's his name? Gavin. Oh my God, am I calling him Gavin?
What's his name?
Oh my God, I can't even think of the guy's name.
Well,
the best friend, Vernon. I'm thinking
Oh,
about
yeah,
Think
yeah,
Like
yeah.
a Man.
Yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah,
everybody
yeah.
was like, Gavin died again. I'm
Yeah,
thinking,
yeah.
He did that.
The wife,
Yeah.
Andre's wife killed him. I was so
Yeah.
sad to see him go out like that. Like, I was like, damn it.
Yeah.
Like, stupid white girl. Like, I really did not want it to happen like that. Because,
Start throwing stuff out there.
no, I mean, everybody's seen it. It's over
Yeah, yeah.
now. But I honestly was like, for real, like, she kind of killed it for me because I didn't want him. Like, he was the one. I personally think he was the one that had told everybody about
Cookie.
Lucius
killing
Cookie's cousin.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I was like, dang, the way that like he kind of like died. I was like, fuck, like there's no way for him to really, you know.
Was I the only one that was freaked out by Lucius talking in his sleep to the guy that he killed? Did you see that part? Like he had took the meds, and
yeah.
he was like, when Cookie found out that it was him that actually killed her cousin, and he was sitting there just talking.
The Bunky?
And then
Yeah.
Bunky's sitting on the edge of the bed, but he's dead. And it was just like, it's a thriller. Like
he sleeping?
Yeah. You see that part?
I don't think I saw that part.
Lucius was asleep, and he took his meds. So I guess it made him hallucinate. And so they put that into the film, like him hallucinating, thinking that Bunky was sitting there on the bed, when really it was Cookie just standing over him. And pretty much he said, yeah, I killed your ass type shit. And then that's when Cookie was about to smother him or suffocate him with the pillow.
And he
And
grabbed her.
that was so freaking funny to me.
Too late, you already said it.
I know, fuck it. It's so hilarious to me when when he found out he didn't have ALS the next day, he had got all of the gifts, and then he got Cookie the pillow.
Oh,
Like, to
yeah.
show like, yeah, you not slick. Oh, I seen that shit on my camera. So yeah,
That's
that was a
crazy.
dope show.
It was.
Yeah, that was pretty
I can't wait for season 2.
In other news, that was a good topic, right? I want to talk about a little bit about Monet Davis, the superstar. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Pitcher.
So this whole situation with the guy Joey Castleberry, who sent out the tweet that said Disney is making a movie about Monet Davis. What a joke! That slut got rocked by Nevada. So after he said that, a lot of people took backlash to Twitter, and it actually got him kicked off his baseball team at Bloomberg University. Now, the interesting thing to me, this is a 13-year-old girl.
And a dude in college was talking
Yeah,
shit.
no, but that's not the point. The point is that she wrote a letter to the school pretty much saying, I don't feel like he should be suspended. Like, I'm asking if you can let him back on the team. And when asked, she was, I think it's spring break for her, so she gets to, finally do all the media things. And so she was on ESPN, and she had, she said, I know how hard he worked to get on a college baseball team, pretty much.
Yeah.
So I'm asking if you can reinstate him. Of course, the college said no, because we don't want that kind of person, representing our college, our university, or our baseball team. But at the same time, for this 13-year-old girl, like I don't think nobody told her like, oh, you should say this because it's politically right. She did that on her own, like, and that just shows her maturity at 13. I really thought that was interesting. Like, if you were her mother,
Yeah.
how would you react to that? Like,
13, because you like 13, you like in what?
I don't even know.
6th grade, 7th grade?
Yeah, around that
Maybe.
age.
Yeah, like
7th
Is she 13 or is she 14, 15?
last I heard, she was 13.
That's what I'm saying. She looks older than that. Like, she looks
Like
like she
six-
could be 17, 16 to me. God damn. But
You trying to tell some kid?
no, I'm just saying, like, she very mature is what I'm trying to tell you. That was the whole point of this story.
It's all has to do with her background too, like
Yeah, true,
probably
how she was raised.
exactly.
I think
And
that's,
she's a pitcher in baseball.
yeah.
There's a lot of discipline that goes behind being a pitcher in baseball.
True.
I think the fact that you're a grown man and you have to say that about a 13-year-old girl, like what kind of man are you to even say such things?
Yeah.
I mean, actions have reactions.
Mm-hmm.
So that guy, even though she was vouching out for him, he got what he deserved.
And he apologized on Twitter and said, I apologize for the tweet. I am a huge fan of Monet Davis.
Now he's a huge
Politically correct answer there to me.
GTFO.
But yeah, that was an interesting story to me. So you, Jamal.
Well, I got some like terrifying news.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting old, man.
Yeah.
So about like what, a week ago, I woke up, do my daily routine, wash my face, brush my teeth, take a shower, all that. And found a couple
You
gray
said
hair-
weekly routine?
daily.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Daily.
You shower once a week? Oh, okay. My bad.
You messed me up. Daily. And I found like a couple gray hairs in my beard, man.
Oh, wow. Are you serious?
Yes.
Where are they?
They're gone now.
Oh.
He's
gotta
like,
own
clip
it.
them out.
You gotta own it.
No, man.
I see one.
Don't play with me.
Oh, my God.
Don't
You see it? It's right here.
Yeah.
It's the lighting. Don't even worry about it.
I don't know, man. The rest of them look good.
Anyway,
Get his
I
stupid.
found a couple gray hairs in my beard.
Me too.
And I don't know why. I'm a young man. I'm in my 20s.
You stressed? Hereditary?
I don't know what about.
He said, I don't know what about.
And my grandpa doesn't have a beard.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember my dad having one. I don't know.
Time out real quick. Do you know his real name? Interesting. Go ahead. Continue. I just wanted to see if it was just being Courtney that was left out.
Watch last week's episode. I started panicking. So the first person I told was my grandma.
You know they say, first it's the beard, then your knees get weak, then your back start hurting.
Well, my knees and back have been bad since high school.
And that hairline start receding.
Yo, see.
Start LeBron.
I'm trying to clown.
Right? No,
I'm just saying, it's it's steps to it.
I don't know what to do in my life now. Like,
You gotta go ahead and go to Walmart.
Should I
Choke
start-
up your pride and go ahead and get
should I
that just for me.
should I start applying for Social Security now? Or-
Hell yeah, you need all of that. You need to make your will to your future kids.
My retirement fund?
You
Like,
need it all. You need it all.
I think I need to start going to a home now.
Yeah, just get the plot ready. You know where you want to go. You want to go to Rose Hills.
It's ridiculous, man.
Compton is full, so you can't go back
You know
home.
Compton is full.
You got-
I'm just scared. It might get worse. By the time I'm like 25, I'm just about to be just like full grade.
Hey, but think about it like this: you might get a good job, like whenever you need some extra cash around holidays. You can. Yeah, it's kids that missed a black Santa Claus out there, man. It's kids that need to
I'm not
believe.
trying to be joking around.
I'm just saying, I'm being real.
You're such an ass.
I'm being real.
20, and my beard is starting to gray. I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna find it out.
How?
Yeah.
Oh no, I gotta go to the doctor, man.
He said I gotta go to the doctor. Is that your story? Is that what you want to let the world know?
That was something that's been
Jamal's
on-
getting old,
I
guys.
was gonna talk about this last week, but
It's a touchy subject.
It's a touchy subject. Since I already
It's a
put
touchy
since I already
subject
put
that
my
you could
first
touch
name,
up.
since I already put my first name out there, might as well just
Guess his first name. Starts with an R.
I'm getting old though.
Just guess. Rob?
Rob.
He looks like a
He
Rob.
said it starts with an R, so.
Hey, he much more a Rob than a whatever his real name is. I can see you being a Robert. Robert Boston.
You would never guess it.
It rhymes with Timon.
Alone?
Bitch, you guessed it.
Why you gotta be Timon though?
I mean,
You
because
is
when
right.
you told me, I thought of Timon and Pumbaa. Like Ramon and Pumbaa. Ramon. Hakuna Matata, bro. It's all gonna be good. Oh, man.
Anyway, it's Frankie, back to you.
Speaking of hairlines, how do you feel about LeBron not wearing his headband no more?
He should put that headband back on.
I mean, he feels weird about it. I mean, headband, it's just weird. It's not weird, but it's just an accessory that when a player who's worn it for so long, you're just used to it.
for a certain reason that everybody knows too.
Yeah. I mean, if you get it knocked off once in a while in the game, okay. But he's starting games not even wearing it no
He's even
more.
going to the point where he's not wearing the sleeve anymore too.
It just doesn't feel
He'll
right.
go no headband, no sleeve.
But at the same time, it ain't nothing but something to get used to. Like,
Exactly.
I've seen him. I mean, is it affecting his performance? That's the main point. I mean, appearance, it'll change. You know,
No.
like Russell Westbrook is wearing a headband now. Nobody's talking about that.
He's
Why?
wearing it because
He's got
for
to
his
hold that
mask.
face mask up.
Okay, but at the same time, it's just apparel. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I feel like. I mean, do you think it's a reason behind it, or do you think what do you think?
I think there is a reason, but he hasn't said it.
You think that's the reason his hairline was messed up? Because he was wearing a headband, not letting the air get to it?
air get to it.
I'm just saying. Like,
What?
I'm just saying. It's like, I don't get it. It's just like apparel. Like, sometimes it's people, not Frank or anything, but it's people out there. He could change the shoe he's wearing, and people be like, "Oh my God, it's a big deal. Is his foot hurt? Is it his ankle? Is it his toe?"
If you see LeBron wearing some Kobe's, I mean, you might want to ask questions.
Why though? It's apparel.
I mean, because he's
I
Yeah,
mean,
his own
especially
shit.
on the
He has his
Spurs,
own line.
because it's not that many people who. I mean, Matt Bonner, he has New Balance, but other than that, everybody is wearing somebody else's shoe.
True.
So I just don't see the big deal behind it.
Okay, what if like Kawhi Leonard just came to a game bald headed?
That's totally different.
No, it isn't.
Which it's a new haircut.
It was like when Kobe first like let go of the afro. Like you was
Yeah.
like, what the fuck did this guy just do?
But now who's talking about
And then he
it?
grew
It
out
doesn't
his
matter.
goatee in the later years. He grew out the goatee, and they're
But
like thinking,
what I'm saying is, it doesn't matter because it's nothing
not
but
making
some,
or breaking
yeah,
them.
it's not affecting the performance. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, I understand. Even if it was something like how Kobe went from number 8 to 24, that's something different because that has to do with history. You know, you messing with history. But nobody's gonna be like, oh, I remember the LeBron with the headband days. You know what
True,
I'm saying?
exactly.
It's like
It's,
you know,
it's
just
irrelevant.
that
I
happens.
get you. Yeah.
but it's the fact that you've seen LeBron so long. You watch every game. You're thinking, it's regular, and then when you see him starting with no headband, going, something's different about him.
You just want a new identity. that's
I
all.
just feel that it's a sign that he's getting old. I don't want to say that, but like he's like maturing. Like he's now 30 years old. or
I mean,
like
Jason
31.
Terry old as hell. He still rock the headband, don't he?
I mean, and he rocked them high ass socks too.
Oh yeah.
But I think this
Jet-
is LeBron's way of saying I'm getting older now. I think I should just ditch the headband, which I hope that isn't the reason. I just wish he
I
his
can't
press
buy
conference,
that.
give a
I
good
can't
reason.
buy. I can't
At
buy
least
him
it's
saying, you know
headband.
what, my knees kind of hurt this morning. You know what? Just to make me a little lighter, I'm gonna take the headband off. You know what I'm saying? I
Take a little bit of pressure off.
Yeah,
the body.
I can't
Let's take
see
off the
that.
headband.
You know, LeBron is
I'm
thinking.
getting old. I done turned the ball over 5 times. Maybe I'll see better if I don't wear the head. I just don't see it.
Yeah.
I think it's just something
I
that
mean, I would have made that game winning 3 if I didn't have the headband.
exactly.
on,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just an
I
excuse.
really think it's just something that he felt like he wanted to do. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, it's just
Lord.
like, you know, when you go to Subway, you always get a cold cut.
Mhm.
And he's like, yeah, you change it up today. Let me get that bitch toasted. You know,
It's different. That's
Exactly,
different.
yeah.
That's different, bro.
that's it's not different.
It's different
I mean,
because
it
of the
makes a
fact that
difference in taste.
you know it exactly, and that's kind of performance wise. You know what I'm saying? It's something different going into your body. I'm just saying, you know, it might when you get it toasted, it might add that extra calorie, that extra something. You know what I'm saying? Or it make your teeth, you know, because it's harder to bite. I'm just saying, that's a difference. Like Subway, if I come in and I pay with cash or if I pay with a card, that's kind of what it is to me. Like at the end of the day, the nigga still buying Subway. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. He's still playing. That's all. That's the only thing I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
I'm just making a point.
Yeah, I'm trying to justify it, but I get you.
It's on you, Court Dog.
Me, well, my weekend.
Time
Oh,
out.
let's talk about your weekend.
Nickname?
What?
Cause that's what you are on my phone and everything. Court Dog.
Court Dog.
Hell yeah, I'm like, what up, Court Dog? I don't even think she be doing.
Everybody call me CP. My initials is CP.
CP3.
That's already used. CP30, CP3.
UPS.
You mean C3PO?
Ain't that what's up?
You said CP30.
Anyways.
I know these dudes is like trying to keep people be like they just talking to them.
Yeah.
It's on you, Courtney.
Belasco. Well, I talked about it last week, so I actually did go. I followed through. It was pretty tight. You popping. If you're not even 21 and you get invited to VIP,
Ooh.
you know what I'm saying? Let me stop.
Player.
Okay.
Hey.
Okay.
No, I'm lying. No, but for real, that really happened. It was a good time. Marion was there. He came through.
How was his performance? I heard it was pretty cool. Like,
It was.
performed
He
a couple
came
songs that
out.
wasn't his.
Yeah, he was. Like how most artists they come out and they be like, oh, drop something. The DJ be playing other songs and stuff, and then he be rocking with it. And then he performed "Supposed to Be." He even did some acapella to some of his throwbacks, like "Oh, Icebox,"
yeah.
and then "Know You Better." And he was like, "How many of y'all really in here Omarion fans?" And so he started singing the whole.
B2K?
No, he
Nah,
didn't. He
they
didn't
don't
take
do
it that back, that far back.
Hey man, instead of "Supposed to Be," that's "Got to Be." Remember that one, boy? Got to be the one, man. That was my song, bro. Back in the day.
I was thinking more like Turn Up.
Back then I ain't like turning. I was having problems in the 3rd grade, bro. I had girlfriend problems.
Sexy,
Bum. Everybody know that one.
I was on Lil Fizz, baby. That's the reason
Why I love you. You're my
You know what I'm saying?
You were on Lil Fizz?
I mean, pause. But I'm saying
Yeah,
I
Echo
was
was in that
I was
too.
going through stuff at a young age, and I needed that.
So you like them lights again at the young age?
You know what I'm sleep, bro. You sleep. What I'm saying is that I was having girl
Real
problems, bro.
Housewives on Lil Fizz. I don't know.
Nah. Listening to Lil Fizz.
Oh,
That's a big difference.
so you
bro.
used to get like
I mean, no,
she's
pause.
like-
It was listening to B2K, but he was actually the main singer in that song, other
So
than
you
Omarion.
get Tiger Beat and like get a B2K poster.
Hey, I ain't even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna lie. My mom sent in a little postcard for me, like to win a sweepstakes to go chill with B2K for a day. I was pressing her to, did you send it in? Because they never called me back. I really think my mama just put it in her purse and never gave a damn about it. But
She was like, I don't know what's wrong with my son right now.
yeah, I mean, B2K that was my instinct when I was young. You know
Growing
what I'm saying?
up,
I
yeah,
wanted
for
to
us.
be like bump, bump, bump. You know what I'm saying?
Compare B2K to the sick now.
Why I can't?
Cause
Justin Timberlake, Omarion.
no.
Yeah, I probably have to agree though. Justin
All right, y'all got it.
I give B2K their credit though, but yeah, it's,
Don't get me wrong, I fuck with Icebox, but just
look at Omarion now.
Omarion coming back.
Yeah, he trying to come back.
What happened to the rest of them?
He
though?
supposed to be coming back.
I get it. What happened to what's his name? What's the other one? It was Lil Fizz, Omarion,
J Boog,
J Bug, yeah, Raz B.
Raz B was the one who got raped, right?
Was he the gay one?
Yeah.
One of them was, yeah, I think
He
so.
like accused Omarion of rape and like Marcus Houston and like Chris Stokes and all that.
Oh my god.
I remember those.
He said, I remember. Why you remember that? Why you remember that, Jamal?
I looked it up on YouTube.
What you looking up there? What you look up?
Like the story, like, because I wanted to know more about it.
Why you want to know about somebody getting raped? A man.
Because what if I have to meet Chris Stokes one day and he tries
Hey, I don't know, man. Oh, no. Interested in raping or
This
listening
dude
to your
right
shit?
here. I'm so
Oh,
done
man.
with him.
No, that doesn't correlate.
Alright, exactly. Which one's worse?
As a young journalist, I wanted to know.
Shit, here
As
he
a
goes.
journalist on the come up, I wanted to know
Okay.
about the story.
I got you.
Because what if I have to like do like a throwback Thursday story, like, hey, remember Raz B?
Like now.
Or like I have to like interview Raz B one day, like, remember back in the day?
You don't want to talk about that
Exactly,
shit.
see? It's research. Shit. That's all I was about.
I got you. Is it on me?
So you can keep
Well, I was gonna talk about this, but let's keep it in the realm of rape and stuff like that. Darren Sharper, you know, he was Super Bowl safety for New Orleans Saints. He pled no contest on Monday to drugging and raping 2 women in L.A. as part of a border plea deal, and he also pleaded guilty to sexual assault in Arizona. And with all that being said, he's only going to jail for 9 years. And yeah, a teammate, Scott Fajita, said that, look, this is quoted from TMZ, says, look, I'm a dad of 3 daughters. If he ends up only serving 9 years, it's an absolute shame. That's way too short.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
So how long do you think he should get? Like, I mean, I know this only shows that the legal system is corrupt, and if you have money, sometimes you can beat the system, which is that's
I mean,
unbearable.
The usual rape charge is like what, at least 20 years. Right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And he raped 3, so
Oh,
he
wow.
should be in for 6.
Yeah, it's odd too. Like 9 years of all. Like,
Yeah.
who made you think 9?
3 years a girl or what? Like, that's crazy.
Bad Law and Order episode.
I seen something on Twitter. It said
Justice
if
wasn't served.
if you get caught, if you were to get caught with an ounce of marijuana, then you would go to jail longer than he would.
I mean, and he black too, and he only got 9 years. Like, I don't know about this one.
That's crazy. Hey, but he got money though. That's the thing.
Exactly.
When you
Chris Brown
got
had
bread,
money, he still went to jail for like 30 days, bro. He served like community service. And
but
was
it
on
could
probation
have been
till
way
now.
worse. Could have been way worse. Think if
Yeah.
it wasn't Chris Brown, you wouldn't even see that brother right now.
True. I mean, Ray Lewis got what? Acquitted for murder?
Mm-hmm.
Got off. Like,
O.J. Simpson.
O.J. Simpson.
He had a chance. He almost got off, but he
Because
did
police
some
tampered
shit.
with the evidence that he got away with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, OJ did get away. I mean, they caught him for something like way less than murder. Like,
Yeah, they somebody taking my shit.
which is pretty
I'm the juice,
stupid on his
nigga. I was watching a
Why
comedy
would you
thing,
go to
right?
get your OJ?
Eddie Griffin was talking about that. He was like, "Hey man, hey the juice man, they trying to take your stuff, man. Go ahead and get it. Somebody trying to take my dick. Nigga, take my dick." You know? That shit had me rolling, bruh. I gotta go watch that again. But yeah, man, I really feel like it's crazy how you
9 years for rape.
yeah, that's horrible.
Not enough.
Yeah.
It's on you, my man.
Well, it's around about that time now where
He always gotta ease us into his shit.
I gotta.
No, I get you. I like it.
This is like broadcasting 101.
Okay.
Perfect segue. Come on now. Anyway, it's about that time right now. Talk about wrestling.
Oh, okay.
So last night I went to Raw, but before I get to that, breaking news. Apparently, my man, current WWE champion Brock Lesnar, was on Sports Center interviewing with Jonathan Coachman, and apparently he has renewed his deal with WWE. He re-signed, so he will be here longer, which means what happens now, which segues into my WrestleMania hype this Sunday.
Which you're going to, by the way.
WrestleMania, I'm going San Francisco. I'm excited. Main event: Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. Now that Brock Lesnar has resigned, they can finally script an ending to this match. This is what they were waiting for. Basically, they were waiting for Lesnar to resign. Since they're in LA, they were waiting for him to come to LA to resign, and they were going to base the ending of their match at WrestleMania on whether he signed or not. So now that he signed, there's a whole bunch of possibilities now.
But what exactly did he sign? Is he still gonna be back and forth between UFC?
No, he's staying in
Yeah,
WWE.
like he signed a deal to stay in WWE.
Oh, okay. Full time.
Yeah. Well, not full time.
I don't know if he signed a full-time schedule or another part-time schedule.
Because the Hope was talking about yesterday how he, like, the motto is work. I mean, get paid more for less work.
Yeah.
Like that's what
Yeah,
they,
yeah.
that's what they want as a deal. And so I feel like that's what Brock Lesnar's been getting, like his entire.
Brock
I mean,
Lesnar's
it's not like he's 40 or 50. He's in his late 30s.
Yeah.
So he can
and
pull
he
it
can
off.
still go, man.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been part-time since like 2012.
But when you think about it, though, like he's so like his character's so big that you don't see him wrestling guys like Dolph Ziggler in the main event when you know Brock will beat the living hell out of him.
Well, Brock Lesnar says he wants to work with Daniel Bryan sometimes.
Yeah, yeah.
So that could be big. I mean, people were talking about it should have been Daniel Bryan and Brock Lesnar in the main event
Instead of Roman Reigns.
instead of Roman Reigns. I mean, let's be honest. Like, a lot of people do not think Roman Reigns is ready for this. Me personally, I'm kind of believing. See what I did? Because this catchphrase is believe that.
Oh, I got it.
Kind of believing in Roman Reigns a little bit more as the weeks go by. Not really as a wrestler. I mean, because let's be real. From like a smart fan standpoint, these two guys cannot carry a match together. Lesnar's more that, I'll kick your ass type of character. Roman Reigns is that more like, I'm gonna kick your ass type of character. These two guys are like both like those dumbass jocks that just do nothing but whip your ass in the hall.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what makes this fight intriguing, right?
Yeah.
In a way, yeah. But from like character standpoints, Lesnar is the favorite. But it's just like, is this match going to be interesting?
Here's what makes it interesting. Lesnar's facing a new generation star. That's what makes it. Makes it one of the interesting parts. He's facing the new generation of superstars. Like he already fought Rollins, and now he's facing Reigns. I mean, forget about John Cena and Triple H and Punk, but like now he's facing the new era of stars. So that's kind of intriguing to watch.
And like another intriguing part of this is Roman Reigns is related to The Rock, and let's get a little history lesson in. Brock Lesnar beat The Rock in his first title match.
Mm-hmm. I remember that.
They kind of brought it back to that, like Paul Heyman, because he knows Roman Reigns' whole family line from like Rikishi to the Wild Samoans.
So is Rikishi and The Rock related too?
Yeah.
How?
They're cousins.
They're cousins.
Oh, that's crazy.
Like the Usos and all that. Like, yeah, they're all
What
related.
about Scotty Too Hotty and?
No.
They're white, so no.
They're the Anawi, is that how it's pronounced?
Yeah, like the Anu family. Anu
Yeah,
family,
tribe, yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So was Umaga a part of that?
Yeah.
Yeah, Umaga is like a cousin of like all of them.
Oh my god.
Yeah. It's like a
That's
it's like a
fucking crazy.
big family line.
Yeah.
Family
of
tree.
all wrestlers.
Tree,
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. So like they kind of brought that into the storyline. Like Paul Heyman was like, I know your family, like I respect you, but you're not gonna beat Brock Lesnar. At the beginning of that, they're kind of hinting like, oh, Heyman's gonna end up siding with Roman Reigns in this match. Why not? Because why not? I mean, he's turned on Lesnar before. Another history lesson. Back in 2002.
With the Big Show.
Yeah, Survivor Series. Brock Lesnar was facing the Big Show. Heyman screwed Lesnar out of the title, sided with Big Show. Caused that whole thing. So they could do that again. And with this being way more personal now because Paul Heyman knows like this family so well. And Brock Lesnar hates The Rock still. So we'll just have to see. Tune in WrestleMania. If you have the WWE Network for only what, $9.99. I haven't had the network in a while. But I will be there, so if you follow me on Snapchat, on Instagram, or on Twitter, check out my experience at WrestleMania. I won't spoil it for everyone.
You'll be pretty active on social media this week.
And I'll probably be shit-faced drunk. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because it's like my first time in San Francisco, so
I got you.
Turn
gotta go
up.
out in the Yay area.
Yeah.
About to get hyphy.
Yeah. Kick the snake.
No.
I got you.
Okay.
Browns coach Mike Pettine reported this morning that Johnny Manziel is actually doing good in rehab, and he's looking to get out just in time for off-season training.
My boy.
I haven't heard anything about him in a while, which is good.
Yeah, I was about to say that is good because for a guy like him, he's the party animal of the whole of every party animal I've ever seen. For him, and this was his decision to go into rehab. Because as Mike Pettine said it, and I think it's pretty good, football takes a backseat. Football life is nothing compared to your personal life, because your personal life is what makes your football
retire
life.
early.
Yeah, and for Johnny to take full responsibility for his actions and check into rehab, I think that's good. And I just hope the Browns don't screw him over and draft Marcus Mariota. Because Manziel, he still haven't seen what he's capable of, and Cleveland has a good young squad. They got Dwayne Bowe, they got Andrew Hawkins, Travis Benjamin, Miles Austin, and Brian Hartline. That's a good receiving core for a guy like Manziel.
It is.
And Cleveland's a good young team. Their defense is good.
But who's their backup right now?
Their quarterback?
Yeah.
They got Thaddeus Lewis and
Oh, they
Josh
did-
McCown.
they did
They
sign
fired
him,
that
yeah.
guy,
Yeah,
Thaddeus Lewis. So how do you
And
guys?
he bought for the Bills though.
Yeah.
So that's why they picked
So
him
do
up.
you guys
Yeah.
think that this whole rehab thing, getting his life straight, do you think that'll be a key factor of Manziel getting the quarterback position?
I feel like the quarterback spot is already his.
Yeah. At the end of the
He's
day,
had to
it's about him keeping it though. I feel like all of that. Yes, it's good, I feel like it'll lead to him not getting fined as I think he would if he kept partying and things like that and didn't get his life together. But at the end of the day, can you throw a ball? Can you read the defense? That's what it all comes down to.
Oh, yeah,
if he
yeah,
can
yeah.
do that, and maybe it does help in the sense of instead of doing that, I'm staying at home and I'm getting the playbook down.
Yeah.
Instead of going out, I'm sitting home and watching film on the team that I'm about to prepare for the next week. So I feel like it could be very helpful to him and his starting quarterback spot.
Yeah, I mean, like in the end, though, you want your quarterback is supposed to be the image of the team. I mean, Tom Brady, like when you think of Tom Brady, like good, he represents the Patriots in a way. When you think of, I don't want to say Colin Kaepernick, but like like the quarterback is the leader of the team. And if you find out your leader's out there partying at 3 a.m. in the morning, having his security guys beat the crap out of your fans, then that's a bad image.
It
Yeah,
is.
it is.
So I think, but like you said though, nothing's guaranteed in the Browns because who knows what the owner's thinking. Jim Haslam, I don't, because Manziel should have been starting over Hoyer a long time ago, but no, something was going on. But I just have this gut feeling something's going to happen in the draft.
Yeah.
I just hope the Browns draft a receiver. Just stay away from the quarterback because I just pray that Manziel is in that quarterback position.
So while we're on this, let me ask you this about the whole LaShawn McCoy thing when he said that he felt that the Eagles were desperate when they drafted DeMarco Murray and Ryan Matthews. Do you because
Signed DeMarco Murray.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, just signed him. My bad. Good luck. Signed DeMarco Murray and Ryan Matthews because of Frank Gore, saying maybe and then bouncing to the Colts. Do you agree with that?
I agree because LaShawn obviously knows something that we don't about Chip Kelly, and the fact that Frank Gore ran off to the Colts was like, this isn't good. This is a bad image. Like, the Eagles, are they good or bad, or good or they bad? And I think them nabbing the Marco Murray, which I'm still salty about, it just isn't right. But hey, Cowboys, they got Darren McFadden. They'll do something with him.
Man,
But anyways,
McFadden.
A, we could never see McFadden's true potential because he was behind the Oakland's offensive line. Now, while in Dallas, he's got grade A offensive linemen. So back to your point, though.
A-.
A-, yeah. So back to your point, I do feel LaShawn's words are true, and they were in desperation mode, and they're willing to trade up to get Marcus Mariota. You think they'll pull that off?
No, they can't. They gave away every tradable asset that they had is pretty much going now. Like they can't give up Nick Foles because he's going. They just got Sam Bradford.
They don't
But
have to give him somebody they just got.
they did say the Browns offered a first-round pick for him though, for Sam Bradford. Chip Kelly, he came out a press conference and he said that somebody already offered. Because they asked him like, "What are you doing drafting Sam Bradford?" He said, "Sam Bradford is a hell of a player, and I actually already received a call from a team offering their first-round draft pick for Sam Bradford." And they asked who, and he didn't say. But then they came out and later said that it was the Browns who did it, which was interesting.
Browns.
Yeah, they're not sold on Manziel.
Cleveland, man, what's going on, man?
Sam Bradford. Oh, well, let's look at it like this. Sam Bradford running Chip Kelly.
I don't like it at all.
No.
Sam Bradford running the Browns offense.
And just
But the thing, let me bring this up real quick. Quick point. I didn't see Nick Foles fitting in that system either, but he did.
yeah,
He made it
he made it work.
In a way.
And now he's over. He's in St. Louis.
So, Sam Bradford can make it work. Oh, and Mark Sanchez.
Yeah, you never know. But Mark not just gonna take that back seat.
Let's
You know
not
what
count
I'm
big game Mark Sanchez here.
saying? Yeah, big game, my ass.
And one more note though, the Browns. He did mention McMateen. They declined to do the Hard Knocks, which is the NFL series on HBO. He said they declined it because of the Manziel situation. Do you think that was the right decision?
That makes sense. Nobody wants to watch the Browns in training camp anyway.
Most of the 90% is going to be on Manziel.
Yeah. I don't think they want to put that spotlight on Manziel like that.
Yeah. Especially his second year, man.
Yeah.
Last thing I want to bring up about football right now, because I know
Yeah.
we probably wouldn't get back to it. So, even though Russell, I was talking to you about it, Russell Wilson been balling. He's a star, you know what I'm saying? But in 2014, he only made $660,000.
And that was the year he won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and that was it.
That was because that was on his rookie contract.
Yeah, now that is over, and the Seahawks are talking about making him the highest paid player in the NFL. I think what I said, paying him $132 million with $64 million
I
guaranteed.
think he deserved it.
You think he deserves it?
From the words
But
of
what will
Primetime.
happen to the Seahawks? They won't have any money now. Because the reason they were so good was because they had this star quarterback that they didn't even have to pay over $1 million. So
You think that all that money gets to his head now? Or?
I feel, no, it's not about him. It's about that now they have to give him that money, which takes away less talent from other positions.
Yeah.
I think. I mean, I don't know how
I
it's going
mean,
to play out.
they have Jimmy Graham.
Yeah, they do.
They saw the Legion of Boom.
But they after they have to pay him, I don't know if they'll be able to.
I
They'll
mean,
be over the
they
cap.
gave Richard Sherman the max contract,
Mhm.
and now they're saying they think of getting Wilson the max contract. I say pay the man.
Yeah, I say pay him
He
too,
gave
but
you this-
at what
Cut
cost?
Pete Carroll's pay,
Oh hell yeah!
and then bam, you got cap room. That's all.
Pete
Yeah,
Carroll and the
yeah.
offensive coach cost the Seahawks the Super Bowl.
Cut they pay.
That's like what $2,000? What you mean? Like that ain't nothing. They not the millionaires here.
I mean, I'm just saying. Like, the Seahawks will find a way to keep cap space.
Yeah.
And that was all football. You know, the last
All
thing you
right,
want to talk
Courtney,
about, Court
what's
Dog?
on
I know
your
you've been
mind?
waiting.
The spring break coming up.
True.
Oh yeah.
True.
Y'all got any major plans for that?
I'm going to Cabo. No, I'm lying. I ain't going no.
Since
I
when?
mean, I just want to have something to say. Like, I don't want to be that dude. Like, spring break. So
So
what?
you said I'm going to Cabo?
I mean, I just got big dreams. You never know. They might turn into reality, bro.
We talking about spring break next week, Keenan.
Me too.
You gonna plan a trip to Cabo in a week?
How far is Cabo, y'all?
Far enough.
I can't deal with
To
him.
Mexico.
Oh, that's not too bad. It's right up the street.
No.
You go to San Diego, hop the border,
Stop.
get
It's
Jose
like-
to help
it's
me
like
cross the.
deep in
He said
Mexico.
Jose.
Oh, it's deep.
Yes.
Like how deep? Like
They ain't letting anybody
this
just get
is
there.
Cali, Mexico.
Like Mexican
To the point-
cartel deep.
To the point where the locals will look at you and they'll be.
It's the point where
Mad
you
dog
can-
come
back.
You can die in Mexico. That's how deep in Mexico it is. If you don't fly.
Y'all ain't scaring me.
Just saying, like,
I got you.
So that's your spring break.
Nah, I'm just saying, you know what a lot of typical people say.
it's like,
I'm going
Yeah.
to Florida.
it's
Florida,
like
Mexico.
It's like Compton, but extra Mexican.
I ain't scared then. That's family then. You know what I'm saying?
Them straight border.
Yeah.
Before you go.
Like, what's up, Ooms? Hola, gracias.
No
English.
flour tortilla Mexican.
Oh, damn.
All corn.
They're tough. Tough guy.
Tough for me, shit.
Hey, I love flour tortillas, man. Boy, a local girl. What are you doing for spring break? What's your plan?
Me, work,
Velasco
making
again.
money. Velasco, I'm done with. I told myself I was like, watch my ass be at a club next week. Nah, but I'm probably just gonna be chilling. My friend got a house on the beach in Newport, so we going out there, gonna do some
So,
water activities.
All those.
Oh my God, here he goes
single guys I've
again.
been talking to the past couple of weeks.
yeah.
Our friend Court Dog over here.
Oh my
She lives in
gosh.
Newport Beach. Her homegirl got a house, right? Homegirl, right?
Yeah.
Her homegirl got a house. She probably single too.
Ah.
Probably gonna be more homegirls over there.
Everything, yeah.
It's gonna be on the beach, so you know.
Turn up.
Beach house, beach attire.
We on.
Gonna be drinks there.
She's of age. She's
It's gonna
yeah.
be
She's
drinks
of age,
there.
so what?
Just saying. Newport Beach, spring break. That's where it's at.
So Frank Dog, let me ask you this, man. Your perfect spring break. What does it consist of?
Going with my buddy to see Fast and Furious 7. Also,
Money is not an issue either. Just
oh,
whatever
also,
you want.
like I want to say what I'm gonna do in spring break, and then I'll get to that.
Okay, I got you.
Also, I'm going to the Dodger game and the Angel game.
Me too.
What?
No.
That's
Well,
why.
Dodger game. Fuck the Angels.
Hey, though, Angel tickets, though, they cheap.
Yeah.
They cheap, so that's why I'm going. I'm going to the
Catch a
Angels
fly
and
ball
Dodger
or
game.
what?
Huh?
You gonna catch a fly ball or what?
Nah, just relax and watch the game.
Tell my
Cause
fellow Dodgers.
Get you a
fans,
Dodger dog, or is it in the
'Cause
Angel Stadium?
I'm
Angel
back in
Stadium.
left field.
Oh, okay.
I'm back in the left field pavilion. I mean,
I'll be eating their $14 ice cream
Yeah.
sandwiches.
Sleep. I'm
Jesus.
Man in my drawer.
For real.
see, left field pavilion. It's like all you can eat. So
Yeah.
hot dogs and beer. Just you know.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's dope.
If you sit there, you get all you can eat hot dogs?
Yeah.
That's all you need. Yeah. Dodger dogs.
It comes with a ticket.
Oh, that's what's up.
Dodger dogs.
Might have to check that out.
Yeah,
I'm not even
well,
a baseball fan, but that
Dodger dogs
is
is $5, but when it hits 7th inning, they still got plenty. They cut it in half, $2.50.
Dodger dogs. It's as
Wait,
big as this mat.
man.
The dog is as big as this mat.
Yeah, I know.
They
I
are
seen
big.
it.
Dodger dog's so good, you
It's
can
as
just
big.
eat it plain.
Never mind, I
That's
ain't
how
gonna
good
go
it is.
No, I need my ketchup relish in my salad.
Yeah, you
Is
tell me?
that your ideal spring break? Or is that what you're doing?
Oh, that's what I'm doing, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But like pretty much just like go on my regular bike rides. Just get out
If
of
you
the house.
had anything you could do,
He
you telling
missing
me
a
you would
question.
go on
Oh.
a bike ride?
Oh,
That's
anything.
relaxing.
Okay.
Anything.
Oh,
Any place.
now we're going to the perfect thing. That was my
Yeah.
ideal thing. to
Okay,
do.
okay.
Now we're going. I would go to New York City
There we go.
and just
And stand
Not
on
bad.
top
May 20th.
and look down and observe, huh? I seen that on your Instagram. That's where to go. huh?
that and just I literally just walked the whole city.
Got you.
Walk.
What interests
Not
you
running
so
like
much?
Diddy?
No.
I see what you did.
Just walk the
there,
whole
dog.
city and just admire everything.
I got you.
Make sure I got $1,000 in my pocket. Make sure I afford all the goodies over there.
Uh-huh.
Prostitutes are like at least like.
No,
Yeah, they
my
gonna rent
goodies.
you a
My
good-
goodies. I mean, going to the NBA store, NFL
Oh, that's
store, and
nice.
find all
Goodies
kinds
is
of jerseys and shirts.
Alright. I know a house now.
Go to Madison Square Garden and laugh at the Knicks and say, "Y'all should have kept Jeremy Lin."
Should go to a Yankee game.
Yeah. No, think about it. Yeah.
Or go to a Rangers game. That's when you look at the camera.
Yeah, I know.
So
Celsa,
so
she's real
select-
salty about that. She
so
can't be
select.
because we beat the Ducks 7-2. So she ain't got nothing.
Someone's getting blocked. I'm just saying.
She already blocked me, so it's nothing. It's no sweat off my back.
Hashtag Sosa unblock Frankie 2015. We gonna get that shit trending tonight.
Hell yeah, let's get it.
So, can I get to my spring break?
Yeah,
Hell
I'm about to
yeah.
say,
So,
what's your plans?
You
Jamal?
starting with your ideal or what you about to do?
This is what I'm about to do.
Okay.
So, WrestleMania ends.
Yeah.
Well, pretty much my spring break starts in like San Francisco. I'm gonna be at WrestleMania. I'm going
Yeah.
to WrestleCon, like NXT, WrestleMania. Gonna be chilling in San Francisco for like a day in my Dodgers jersey. I already got it planned out.
Are you signing out there for a day?
Yeah, so we're not leaving till like Monday night.
You're wearing blue in San Francisco.
Yeah.
Don't know, dog. You better carry
I
something with
wish a nigga would.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what 2 Chainz.
So you're
said,
just
so he
waiting
got
for
his
the
shit
guy to
took.
come up to you and say, "Why are you wearing a Dodger jersey?" You're just waiting for that.
I wish a nigga would. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
Anyway, so from San Francisco, gonna go home, hug my grandparents and tell them I love them. Gonna go sleep. It's my first day. Tuesday, wake up.
But your grandparents from San Francisco?
No,
Oh, I thought you said you was out there already.
I'm gonna go home. Tell my grandparents I love them. Go home, wake up, hear my boy Santos heading out, get some food, go to the beach, crack open, a couple cold ones. Couple cold ones. When I say couple, I mean like 6 to 8.
Got
It's a light day. Just chill at the beach. All right, go to sleep Wednesday. Well, that's Dodgers game. No, Dodgers game is
On Friday.
Friday. Okay, so Wednesday. What? Go to LA, Hollywood. Crack open a cold one. Happy hour.
alcoholic.
Happy hour. Might drink a margarita or two.
Oh, okay.
You feel me? Chill with my man Corporate Eric. Shout out to Corporate Eric. Turn up a little bit. Wednesday, watch some Lucha Underground. Let's just get this in right now. I'm gonna be watching a lot of wrestling over spring break.
Okay.
That's finalized. And drinking a lot of beer.
Yeah, got that.
Wrestling and beer and food. That's mainly the gist of my spring break. Thursday. That's the turn up day.
Okay.
Might hit up my boys, go to a club, little bar, something like that. Might hit a Blusco on Thursday. I don't know.
18 and up night. Oh, but you're 21. You can get in anytime.
Just saying. Friday, Doyer game. Gonna go Dodgers.
Go Doyer.
Left field pavilion as usual. Saturday, another turn up day. Go catch me at the club again. Feel me? Sunday, that's like my recovery day.
Okay, hey man.
Working
to
over
church,
spring break?
go to
Or?
church. I mean, I guess I could work on
Next Sunday's Easter.
Damn. Okay.
He forgot about Easter.
Oh, damn. WonderCon. Can't even turn up on Saturday. I mean, I guess I can. WonderCon's like a nerd convention.
Oh, okay.
It's like Comic-Con.
Gotcha.
I can't go.
Yeah. WonderCon. So Sunday. Damn, Easter Sunday.
Easter dinner.
You supposed to spend it with your family.
I can always watch.
You going to church? Holiday heathen?
I can watch TD Jakes.
This
You one of them holiday Christians?
holiday heathen.
Show up on the holidays in your Sunday
the
best.
Easter suit. Dude.
Be like, where you been every Sunday?
Wait for my grandma to finish cooking.
The food be mom.
Damn, I forgot.
Jesus. We getting spring break, but he forgetting about Easter.
Right.
No.
Is that it?
Well, Mom, I'm sorry. That's it. That's
You want to get into what you got going? Are you?
Oh, the beach. Oh, you mean like my ideal place to go?
Ideal, yeah.
I actually want to go somewhere tropical. Like if I had the choice, you know, because everybody chooses somewhere local in the States. I'd be down to go, like more like Costa Rica, Puerto Rico, like yeah, turn up with the Hispanics, the Spanish folks, you know.
Okay, she's trying to
Turn
get
up.
her sauce on.
Yeah, she is. She's trying to branch out. She's trying to change the game.
She said, I'm tired of the African American.
Any of you
Here we go again.
Latino men under the age of like what?
23.
Under the age of
23, yeah,
Under
23.
the age of 23.
That's more like it.
From 18 to 23.
There we go.
If you're Latino, Courtney gonna be in Newport Beach. It's really great. No blacks, still whites. Latinos.
He go.
There's about to be a Latino infestation up in Newport Beach now.
Right.
Hopefully, I mean, nobody really hits me up saying, yo, what's up with Courtney or anything. I'm coming.
And what does that mean?
What y'all doing over here?
What does that really mean?
I don't know. Some of my friends don't like black chicks. I don't know.
I don't know. Sure. It's okay.
Maybe she's too young. I don't know. Maybe they waiting for her to turn 19. I don't know.
21.
I ain't worried though. It's all good.
I mean, she got a car. She working at Pollo Loco.
Something like it.
She got a bucket. She got
It drives. It
gotta
works. It works.
It's all love. It's all love.
She working at Pollo Loco, so she can probably look you up or something. I don't know. Like a BRC burrito or something. I don't know.
Oh,
Oh, I
crazy.
love those things.
It's like my go-to. But you know, we're trying to help Courtney out. You know, we're trying to help her have a good time. You feel me? None of that crazy stuff. None of that foolishness. Because you know, we'll come after you.
Jamal just be talking.
He said we'll come after you.
Oh, man.
But anyway, anything else on the agenda?
My last story is kind of interesting. It's about, you know, Layla Ali and Ronda Rousey. So it's clear that no woman can see Ronda Rousey in the UFC octagon. And it's also clear that no woman can see Layla Ali in the boxing ring. And a reporter asked Layla Ali, and she pretty much said, no woman alive can take me in the ring. But Ronda Rousey, one of the best UFC fighters, period, man or woman that I've ever seen, said she's very confident that she can beat Ali in a boxing match. So how do you think that would go if Ronda Rousey had time to train?
I feel like she could keep up the same training she's doing now. In a way.
But would
no
you
kicking.
think she have a chance? Because her, you know, her thing is an armbar. That's what she's known for.
Yeah. But she's a pretty good striker too. So I don't know.
I don't see her beating Layla Ali in a
I mean, and
boxing
she's
match.
pretty quick. You gotta think about when was the last time Layla Ali fought?
Yeah, true. I thought about that. The age.
Like the ring prowess of Ronda Rousey. I mean, don't get me wrong. Layla Ali's probably still in like top shape.
But she hasn't done it in a while.
Ronda Rousey, young.
I just don't want to say that Ronda can beat Layla. It's probably true, but I just
don't wanna admit
my
to
pride won't let me say
I
that.
don't
You
want
know
to
what I'm
say
saying?
either, but it took me forever to say LeBron could beat Kobe.
Oh, I've been to that. That ain't nothing.
Stop. This is where I turn off the mic.
Kawhi Leonard could beat LeBron.
I can actually agree with
You and your
that.
Kawhi Leonards and Boris Diaz.
I'm just saying it's true. No, I ain't saying boy. We ain't even gonna go there. All I'm
Nah,
saying
let's
is
not,
Kawhi
let's
can be
not.
LeBron.
Certain players remind me of Keenan, and Boris Diaw, Kawhi Leonard remind me of Keenan all the time.
Those are my guys.
Maybe not Boris Diaw, but Kawhi Leonard, yeah.
That's my guy. I met him.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that would be a good matchup if it ever happened. Will it happen? Probably not.
All right, so let's go around the table. Who you got? Layla Ali. You could only choose one.
Ronda Rousey.
Ronda.
Layla.
Layla. Well, I guess we just gonna have to split this motherfucker.
Ridiculous. This is so ridiculous. Anyway,
That was my last story.
so we all talked about our interesting topics today. I'm pretty excited about Brock Lesnar signing WWE.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, if this WrestleMania is terrible, I don't know what I'm gonna do with my life.
Did you hear about the guy who died after he fought Rey Mysterio?
That's what I was gonna talk about. See, it's on my notes. Oh,
Yeah.
should I talk about that
I
real
mean,
quick?
go ahead. That's something big.
That's
So,
crazy, too.
Friday,
Killed somebody?
I think. It
Oh,
was
shit.
like Friday. He was a top Mexican star. I'm gonna fuck up his name. Beto Aguayo?
Oh, that sound good.
Yeah, it
laptop
sounds
in there?
pretty good. He was in a match. It was a tag team match. It was him
Oh,
and Manic, who's a star in TNA. He went up against Rey Mysterio and El Tigre, I think. And freak accident. I mean, freak accidents happen in wrestling. I mean, yeah, it's scripted and choreographed, but these dudes do risk their lives
Yeah, for our
for
entertainment.
our entertainment.
So that's one thing I want to say about the Smarks. You don't see you guys going out there and taking a hit to the head.
Hey, I really know what it takes to be a wrestler. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I've had some friends that tried out to be wrestlers. You know, they told me, I really respect the craft as a diehard fan. I really respect what these dudes go through. But yeah, so like, freak accident. Rey Mysterio was setting up for his finisher, the 619, pretty much. He'll drop kick into the ropes, and like, you know, he'll go like pretty much like lean into the ropes, and like he'll kick you in the face, right? So, pretty much what happened, he was trying to block the drop kick, and Rey Mysterio like connected all the way. Usually with like the choreography of the wrestling moves, not really supposed to hit him. I mean, you're gonna catch him somewhere, but like not like full on. He pretty much caught him, and like the whiplash from the drop kick.
When you say the drop kick, that's after when he jumps off of the rope?
No,
Or
like
when he comes
to set up the
around?
move.
he pretty much he came off the ropes and like dropped. So there was like force behind his drop kick. So like.
So
came
when
off
he
the-
comes through the ropes and kicks him like that?
No,
or-
this is like before that.
Oh, before that,
So
okay.
like he set up and like drop kicked him. So the impact from that drop kick,
Like a sweet chin music type drop kick? Or
Kinda, yeah.
both feet off the ground?
both feet
Both
off
feet
the
off the
ground.
ground.
Okay, connected with his face. Or
It was like he was trying to turn away from it. It's like the back of his head, like his like back kind of.
Uh-huh.
So the impact from that drop kick gave him like terrible whiplash, which messed up his spine, like his spinal cord, which knocked him unconscious from that. And since like he was kind of like dead weight at that point because he was unconscious, he like the force of that made him hit the ropes even harder. So it messed up something in his trachea, which caused him to have a stroke and later on died later that night in the hospital. And after that news broke out, Rey Mysterio was getting like backlash on Twitter, like he's a murderer, like he should be out of wrestling. Also, WWE released him. Like that's
is
not
that
the case.
why
You
did
don't
WWE
kill him.
release him?
Contract.
Yeah,
dispute.
contract disputes. He didn't really want to be there, you know. But like that wasn't the case. Like Rey Mysterio didn't kill the guy. Like freak accidents happen. in wrestling
If
all
that's
the
the case, then WWE is a murderer.
I'm just saying, like, I mean, it happened with Owen Hart when he tried to,
Umaga,
when he tried to come off the ceiling and like he fell, like it happened.
Chris
with,
Benoit,
Chris Benoit, he did that to himself. Like,
Eddie Guerrero. I mean, it all has
Yeah,
something
like-
to do with that they're not happy with their job.
I'm just saying, yeah, like it all has something to do with like the craft they're performing. Like when Kevin Ware broke his leg last year, that wasn't
Didn't
anybody's
Rob
fault.
Van Dam break something too?
Yeah, like
Or something like that.
or like when Sid Vicious broke his ankle, like on live TV, like shit happens. Like it can happen to anybody. You know, so like it's just a part of the craft, you know. So for all you wrestling fans who are just like blaming Rey Mysterio for everything, it's not the truth. And like those two guys were like best friends. Like they came up together back in the day. They both started when they were like 15. So, and Rey Mysterio, his first match was Pedro Aguayo's first match, and like Pedro Aguayo's last match was against Rey Mysterio. So
That's a good way to go out.
I mean,
No.
define good way to go out. But anyway, yeah, it was a sad weekend.
Dude died. You saying that's a good way to go out? He got hurt. He did his
Oh,
job.
it's a good way.
I mean, the way you explained it, bro.
Yeah.
You make the best out of the situation. It could have been against a stranger. That would have been bad.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, it was a sad weekend in wrestling for the most part. He will be dearly missed in the lucha libre community and the wrestling community. Anyway, good talk today.
Yeah.
Good to have you back, Frank. Courtney, stay out of trouble. For Frank, Keaton, Courtney, I'm your host Jamal. We'll see you guys next week here. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Or follow us all on Twitter. You guys have a great day, and we'll see you guys next week.
You always bringing something.
I think one of them is Caleb. I forgot. I don't know his other brother's name. They had him doing some scenes, like when not close-up scenes, but like far-away scenes when they're in the car. But I want to see how they're gonna send off Paul, though. But other than that, they said advanced screenings. Though they said it was one of the best Fast and Furious movies in a long time. It was a proper send-off for Paul Walker.
I can't wait to see
I know, right?
Yeah,
Got
I
me a
didn't
little
see
hype.
either, man.
I remember I told you about that. We could have had a chance to interview Tyrese, and I sent in all the paperwork because he said he was doing like a free press day, like just tell him who you are, what you represent, what audience you're trying to reach, and where are you. So I sent everything in. I said we're trying to reach college students in Orange County, and get a reply back. But I feel like it would have been pretty dope to be able to talk to Tyrese, and it probably would have been around this time. We could have had him on the phone giving interviews, asking him questions about Fast 7. That would have been dope.
Yeah.
Like the production process and how it was when they lost Paul.
Yeah, I know it was tough on him.
Oh,
I mean, I'm sure it was tough on everybody.
it was
but
tough on her.
Especially on Vin. Oh, and speaking of that, Vin Diesel had his third daughter, and he named her after Paul. He named her Pauline.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say if he named her Paul, then we did it before.
Teamwork.
Hey, I'm nervous. I don't know why.
Spotlight is on there. 1, 2, 3.
Spotlight
Spotlight.
News.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to a brand new episode 8 of Spotlight News. Third season, man. This is getting pretty epic over here. Usual crowd is here. I'm your host Jamal Bostic. Got my man Keenan Wright to my left. Courtney Pope, Frank Gennaro. This news that gives you this is the show. Why do I keep fucking that up?
It's okay, man.
This is the show that gives you the hottest news in music, sports, and entertainment, and sports entertainment too. As you know, last week we changed the format of the show around, where we all went around and talked about 3 topics of our interest. Well, 3 topics that caught our interest. So let's start with the circle. Start with Frank.
Next week will be the release of Fast and Furious 7, and from what I heard, advanced ticket sales are sold out. And also, they're possibly thinking of expanding the franchise, even though Paul Walker is gone, may he rest in peace. They're thinking of retiring the character in the movie instead of killing him off.
Oh, just like having him just like leave, like a send off.
Yeah, like they did have his twin brothers.
Jason Statham,
Yeah.
Should be interesting. I'm gonna go watch it.
Yeah, I know.
So you, Courtney, dog.
Courtney.
Me, well, I'm gossip lady, but I was looking on Instagram this weekend and I see they were talking about Bow Wow and Erica Mena got hitched. Erica Mena from Love and Hip Hop. And I know I know they were engaged or whatever, but rumor has it that they got married because I guess Bow Wow made a Facebook post about something about this is basically somebody said like it kind of sounds like as if he made her, like he was kind of like talking as if like he started or helped her get where she was at and this and that, but like as far as I can remember they only been talking for like a couple months or something. So I don't know, it's kind of weird. We'll see how if they did get married, kudos to them.
Erica
But
Mena, fun fact. Not a lot of people know this, but she did used to work for the Kardashians.
really?
Oh
Oh
She
wow,
used to work at Dash.
Oh wow.
that's
And
crazy.
the only reason I remember this is because, lately I've been watching like Kardashians in the morning.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
It's like the fourth such thing Jamal didn't watch
What were the other
over the
three?
time that I've met him.
What were the other three?
I don't remember. You watch some interesting stuff. You watch Real Housewives of what?
Okay, who don't?
Me?
Atlanta?
I think it was a different one too. Or
How
maybe it
far
was
New
Atlanta.
Jersey.
Beverly
that's
Hills, Orange County. There's a
I
bunch
watch
of
Orange
them.
County sometimes.
Yeah, that's I
The
think
with the
that's
white
on
girls.
Vegas.
Yeah, I like that one
Anyway.
too.
Anyway, yeah, she used to work. Yeah, she was on like a couple episodes.
Oh,
Like
wow,
she was
that's
like,
crazy.
Chloe wanted to fire her or something. It was some crazy
Fight
shit.
her?
Fire.
Oh, fire. Okay, I was
She
like,
always
wow.
showed up late. She
Dang.
never really did anything.
Well,
She
damn.
Hashtag never forget Erica Miller.
Yeah.
Where you came from.
Never forget where you came from. Nah, but I like Bow Wow and her relationship. I remember I really only seen them together once, and they were in the car, and like they looked like they were having a great time. They looked like they were a match made in heaven. He looked happy, she looked happy. Well, I think she was a little
posted
drunk.
them on Instagram a lot.
Yeah, I think she was a little drunk in the video that I saw. But yeah, they look happy, so I'm happy for them, and I wish them the best.
Have you watched the show, CSI Cyber?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Both.
It doesn't even look that exciting.
That interesting. He promoted it a lot, but yeah, I haven't taken a look at it.
It doesn't even look that good.
CSI Cyber.
Yeah,
Cypher, yeah.
it's about like computer hackers. Like they chase like computer criminals.
And he gave up music for that.
He gave up 106 in Park for that.
Oh yeah.
He
okay.
wanted
That's
That's dope. They like a family though. They've
Yeah,
been doing
really
it for
are.
years.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
since 2003, right?
2002, like
2001.
13, 14 years.
Yeah.
They've been together
Wow.
as like as a family.
I don't know. I feel like it's not gonna be the same though if they just have, even though like they wanna, he's gone, you know. But
Yeah.
I feel like them to keep remaking it is money. But at the same time, everybody's gonna be like, Paul Walker was Fast and Furious, you know, like
Yeah,
he
true.
was like in the start of it. So I think it's gonna be
Yeah.
different to kind of watch. But I'm interested to see how they're gonna finish it off.
It's gonna be interesting to see what they do with that.
To me, it was always like Paul Walker was that like suave, real cool dude who can win. You know, like you root for him. As if Vin Diesel was more of that like man, like you said, manly man type guy who's like, you know, he brung the force. And I don't know, it went well together, those two.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be missed by
Maybe
me.
Paul was a cop, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was about to mention that in Fast and Furious, he ended up becoming a cop.
pretty much the only cop I probably like.
Yeah. What is The Rock in that? Is he in
He's
this?
still in there. He's the
But he's like a detective though, isn't
Or
he?
Dwayne Johnson, I should
yeah,
say.
Dwayne Johnson.
Like he's like some type of like special.
Yeah, he's a. From what I heard, he gets his ass handed.